Hello, Amber here, your close to my heart maker. And I am back for day 7 of National Stamping Month. I'm using these 2 stamps here. There's this alphabet that is called Stitched Alphabet, which is another double. It has a outline as well as the center. And then I'm using this retired stamp set called Happy Trails. And I'm using Wander. There's still a little bit of this left over on my website that if you would like to pick it up, you can, and also the current wood grains. This right here is my inspiration. It is a card from the current 2-month catalog. I'm going to use our new gloss spray Glitz. I'm gonna spray it on this all-purpose mat and then rub my paper in it. This is a good way to get a good splatter all over your page. That's quick and easy. I love doing that. I love our liquid gloss, or our gloss spray, excuse me, and we have many colors you can choose from. So just cleaning up my mess, I am going to start cutting my paper, and I love that it looks like a heart kind of. Too bad it's gonna be covered up. But I'm gonna go through the paper now and pick out, I actually grabbed one of each sheet. I don't use each side, but I do use a little bit of every sheet. And I'm going to create a layout using inspiration from that card. Now I'm just gonna cut 2 large pieces that are 6 by 9. And then I will cut 2 strips for banner pieces that are going to be, I believe one's a 2 by 10.5-ish, and then a 2 1/4 by 11.5. So those are all my pieces. If you would like to recreate a look just like this for your own scrapbook, it comes together really well, actually. It's really easy. I love taking inspiration from cards. I don't know about you, but I will take inspiration wherever I can get it. I've had a dream multiple times in a row now of a layout, and I need to do it because some of my best stuff comes in dreams. My best ideas. I'm weird. Everybody makes fun of me at work because I'm like, I had a dream, and then tell them my dream, and it usually comes out to be a cool thing to do. Okay, so I'm going to skip ahead here in just a second, and my page will be put together. Okay, so there's my page. It is put together, and now we're gonna get to our stamping. And my Versamat here that I flipped over, because you guys know I love to stamp on the back side of my Versamat. Gives you an uneven surface, which gives you a crisper stamped image. Now I'm going to stamp all of the pieces that I want off this stamp set. I love stamp sets because it works as a sticker that you can customize for your page. So you will see here, I'm going to stamp these in Intense Black because I do plan on coloring them with my markers. If you plan on coloring, watercoloring, anything like that, a stamped image, you want to stamp first in Intense Black. It is the best ink for that. I don't know why, but it is. I don't ask questions, I just follow rules. But I'm going to stamp the different images that I want. Not all of them will be in Intense Black because not all of them are going to get colored. So just the ones that I'm going to color are going to be in that Intense Black. And then I'm going to use some Paprika ink, some Peacock ink, and some Sage ink. And I'm going to stamp my images. Now you can also see that I am not stamping these all right together because I am going to go back through and cut them out using their coordinating die cuts. The camper and the camper, the word camper and the actual camper, both have die cuts that I'll use to cut them out. This stamp that I'm stamping right now, it says Happy Trails. I will fussy cut that because that's easy enough. And then our happy place does not have a thin cut that goes with it, but I do pull out a stitched circle from my stash thin cut and cut that out using the stitched circle. Now, I'm next going to pull out this awesome alphabet. You guys saw me use another alphabet like this. Was that yesterday? Yes, yesterday in my pumpkin page. So I love this. This time I'm actually going to stamp the center of the letter and then do my outline after. Now you can do that either way. So yesterday I did it the opposite, where I did the outline first and then I did my inners, but this time I'm doing it opposite. So just whatever you prefer. I actually, after stamping it, thought, you know, I probably should have done the outline first, simply because it would have been easier to see to do the overlay. But it is what it is, and it turned out good. So, you know, it all works out in the end. Okay, so this is what I'm telling you. I'm gonna go do my thin cuts as well as my fussy cutting, and voila, everything is cut out. Now I'm going to use these markers. You can pause the video and check them out, the colors. But I am going to color my images here. Now the camper, I'm just gonna color it brown because it does look like wood, so I color that. Now I'm not the best colorer, just throwing that out there. I do not always stay inside the lines, but it's okay. It is what it is. But you guys, I love our 3-toned markers. So you can see I'm coloring in the lightest shade here, and then I'm gonna take the medium shade and go do some shading. These markers make it so easy to look like a professional. I'm just adding a little bit on the side, and you'll see that when I do that, I do it as if the sun is shining on one side of my letters, and that side is the side that I throw in some of that shading with a little bit of a darker color. Now you can do this with 1 or 2 tones or even 3 tones. With this, I'm just going to do the 2 tones, but when I go to color the door on my camper, you will see that I do the 3 tones, and it looks super cool. So super easy to just fill these in, and then right here you'll see doing that shading. And at first it kind of looks like, whoa, what are you doing? But just like our inks, if after it sits for a minute, it kind of like fades. I don't know if that's the word to use or not, but it looks better after it sits for a second. So now I'm going to go into my camper and give it some color here. I am starting off with this shade that looks the closest to my peacock. Now you can see I'm just coloring in the middle because I want this to fade into the middle, if that makes sense. Where before on my letters, I kind of did it as if the sun was shining to the side of it. This I am doing like the sun is shining directly on it, and the pieces that are closer to the sun are going to be lighter. So just picture it as a 3D image, and if it's bubbled, right, the closest part to you is going to be lighter, the further parts away will be darker, and that's where my mind was. So I do 2 shades here. After I add the dark color, I go back over with the lighter color I used and color over all of it again to help it blend well. As you can see, here is where I'm going to do this door. So I got the dark shade, doing it right on the edge. Then I'm gonna go in with the next shade, which is the middle shade, and then going over the dark just a little bit, and then coloring a little bit further over. And then again, with the lightest shade, I will color, and then I actually go over the whole thing to help blend it, you guys. Look how awesome that looks. Looking at it right now on my page, it looks so cool. And then I'm gonna add some little blue windows. And again, I'm gonna do this with the lightest shade and take my middle shade. I am sorry, I'm off screen. But I just did it in the little corners there to help it look more dimensional and more lifelike. Look how cool that looks. Okay, so I am just finishing up with all of my stamped images. These stamps work great if you do not have stickers for what you are working on. Make your own stickers, make your own embellishments. I love, love, love it. Here it is. It's all coming together so beautifully. My title, of course, is New Camper. I don't think I talked about my picture. My picture is a picture of us, it's actually my husband's backside, and Miss Loretta, my red Ford F-150. We bought a new camper this year, you guys, and this summer we did so much camping. I loved it. It was so much fun. So that's my photo. That's my page. I love how it turned out. I will show you here in just a second these stamps I used, as well as my inspiration again. And look how good this page turned out, you guys. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more like it, hit that subscribe button and click the little bell if you'd like notifications for when I upload a new video, because you guessed it, I am doing a video a day this month for National Stamping Month. I will see you guys tomorrow in my next video. Have a great, fabulous Tuesday, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.